Just my alarm hasn't even gone off. I woke up too early. Can I come back? Good morning. It is like 20 past 8 right now, and I don't think I've ever had breakfast this early in the past 3 months. Today's weird experimental video is me working a 9-to-5 sitting down job, which meant that I had to organize my morning, because if I was to start work at 9, it meant I had to be up at 7:30. Ew. And of course, because of how our bodies work and our minds, I woke up at 7. But that did mean that I was able to go for a run and cook breakfast and, well, hopefully get ready in time before I have to go on my commute. And before I start my workday, some of the rules and the guidelines around today is that I have to be doing sitting down work, even though I'm a performer and I consider training and stuff work. That's not going to count today. So I had to get my workout in before the workday, and it means I'm going to train after it's done. But essentially I'm going to start at 9, right after I get on the bus, and then I'll start going through my workday. I'll see you guys then. Oh yeah, actually, and I'm just going to have some breakfast before I have to leave. boss wasn't too angry with me for being half an hour late, so I'm in luck because it's only the first time I've been late. But let's start this actual work day now. So I kind of made a bit of a plan, as you saw from what I showed you when I was eating breakfast, and I wrote out sort of like all of the hours that I have to do some work, and then I also wrote out a small little list of things that I want to get done, and then if I have extra time, which I'm assuming I probably will because I don't normally do this much work in a day, I'll probably like go back over those things that I need to work on, and maybe I'll get some stuff done early, which would be real nice considering next week is super busy moving back down to Melbourne, so there's also a life update. But yeah, let's get into this.
The key. And then the people who are helping him in the morph suits, they're like, hey, it's...
I'm already tired. Need like a mid-morning nap. It's like 11:15. I've been doing what? I've done an hour 45 of work, and I already really want to take a nap. I'm so tired. The great thing is, normally by this time I've only like just started work, so it's nice having accomplished a bit more than how much I normally accomplish when I get up to this time. Thankfully, it is almost lunchtime. So keen for lunch and a cheeky nap in my lunch break. Yay. So I decided to do some work while I eat lunch because making lunch took a little bit longer than expected, and I really need to just like lie down and close my eyes for a little bit, especially if I have to go to an orthodontist appointment. So hence why I'm working while I'm eating. I don't normally do this, but yeah. Oh, okay. I just got back from the orthodontist place and I got rained done. Not coming back from the orthodontist, pulling some washing it because it started raining. I'm gonna get changed and then I have my last hour 45 of work to go.
You bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it, like the rays from the sun. You bring the sunshine. I can feel it, that you are the one, oh baby, be mine. I can feel it.
Shutting down. I am done. I'm done. Yeah. Okay. I'm like actually done for the day now. I actually feel really good. Normally I get to like this time of the afternoon and I'm like desperate to get off my laptop, but I feel really good. I think that's probably because I had lunch in the middle of the day and I had a nap and I had to go to an appointment, which meant I was able to sort of like break up my screen time, which I find usually really helps with like my fatigue and like eye strain, because if I feel like if I stare at a screen any longer, my eye strain gets really bad. I did just want to sort of like recap how today has gone for me and sort of like if I've learned anything new, which I definitely have, just from like shaking up my routine, because by doing that I actually found it really refreshing to sort of get out of the routine that I had already been in for like 3 months, so that was really nice. I also really enjoyed taking a nap. I don't normally take a nap during the day because normally I sleep in a bit more and I start my day later, which then sort of like pushes everything back. So like I usually start working at like 10 at the earliest and like 11 at the latest. So normally when it gets to like that lull time, I usually try and like push through it because I'm like, I only have a couple hours to do my work, so I'm just gonna get it done. So I found that really interesting. On that topic of how I normally work, I found it really interesting doing like a full day of work because I recently read the 4-hour work week, which has prompted a lot of analysis in how much time I do spend working, and a really sort of an eye-opening read, especially on how our society is conditioned to work the 9 to 5. There's a great YouTuber that did a video about this. I'll link her up in the cards right here or down in the description below. She dives into a lot of detail about the hustle mentality and stuff, and I found that super interesting. But yeah, it's been really interesting because last week I tracked my working hours and it was a lot less than I thought it was, which was really good. And so it was really interesting to try and do a full day of work. Of course, I got more work done, but I think it just kind of like leaves me with more time for the rest of the week when I'm probably just going to chill out a bit more because I have less work to do. I also found that I was sort of like filling out the time that I did have, which is something that the 4-hour work week book talks about and the YouTuber's video. Because when we have more hours in the day and let's say a task only really takes an hour, the rest of the time that we have, we're just going to fill up with other stuff that may or may not need doing. Another really good thing that today sort of like made me do was planning out my day. So because I knew that like I had to start at 9, even though I was a bit late, it made me sort of like plan out my morning quite specifically, which then also sort of like helps me for the rest of the day, as it means I can create a little bit of a like workday plan for myself, which I find really useful to keep myself on track and accountable, especially when I find myself reaching for my phone. I can be like, no, this is the hour that I'm working on this, which has been really helpful for me. And I guess my overall thoughts are I'm not going to work like this every single day because I value having a slow morning, which I'm super lucky to have. And I like sort of like ending my workday at 4, which gives me a good amount of time to do some training in the afternoon. Also, another note is that I sort of like use working in different spots around the house as a way of like coping with like sitting down and working for like large chunks of time, which I acknowledge is a very lucky thing for me to have. And also on a final note, to anyone that does work a normal 9-to-5 job, oh my gosh, you are amazing. I have so much respect for the people that go and sit in an office all day. That is, I'm too jittery. I need to like get up and move all the time. But damn, if you work a 9-to-5 job, wow, you're incredible. Keep doing what you're doing. And with that final closing note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and support my channel and the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe if you want to see more. And click that little notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I release a new video, which is usually once a week on Sundays or Mondays. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!